Creating a winning strategy for North America. That is the mission of Rachel Johnson, Fleet Specialist, Region Americas at Konecranes Lifting Businesses, as she will detail that in her case study presentation.
Greetings from North America. Hi, I'm Rachel Johnson, CAFM, Fleet Specialist for Konecranes, Region Americas. Konecranes is a globally operating group of lifting businesses, serving a broad range of customers, including manufacturing and process industries, shipyards, ports, and terminals. I've been fortunate to be a team member and watch the company develop and grow its business for the last 26 years. When I first started, I inherited a small fleet responsibility of about 300 vehicles in the U.S. As I advanced my career, the fleet expanded and evolved with me. I pursued and achieved the NAFA Certified Automotive Fleet Manager, or CAFM certification, in 2008. The fleet is now my primary responsibility under our procurement organization. I try to balance work life with two beautiful grandchildren, a newly acquired dream cabin in the woods, and road trips with my husband in our 1950 MGTD and 1979 MGB. We currently have a little over 1,100 vehicles in the U.S. and another 160 vehicles in Canada. We average over 33.9 million miles per year in the U.S. and another 6 million kilometers in Canada. The North American fleet is approximately a third of the global Konecranes vehicle fleet. The majority of our vehicles in North America are light-duty service trucks with added equipment such as toolboxes, ladder racks, and safety items. Then the remainder of the vehicles are sales and management type light-duty trucks with small and mid-sized SUVs. When I started in 1994, we were using the workhorse in the industry, the Ford E250 Econoline van. Due to poor fuel economy and the need to pull a small man lift trailer while still staying below the USD weight regulations, we started implementing the Ford F-150 V8 pickup in 2009. We did see a 2 miles per gallon improvement by doing this. Then in 2015, when fuel prices were continuing to rise, we decided to try the V6 EcoBoost engine, and with great results in fuel savings. Recently, we've been able to incorporate the 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost engine with no degradation in performance. Over the last few years, we've enjoyed in the U.S. a period of low fuel prices. However, they are now back on the rise. Plus, we have the added initiative to reduce our carbon footprint. Therefore, we are piloting the Ranger pickup and the Transit Connect van to see if they can fulfill this need. The challenge for us is that our technicians carry many heavy tools and parts. Finding a vehicle that can carry this weight and go for many miles, but that still meets our environmental goals, is more difficult than it might seem. The OEMs are working very hard, and there are promising solutions down the road. But unfortunately, adoption to electric vehicles at this time is cost prohibitive and infrastructure challenge. Our other fleet characteristics in the US and Canada include using an open-end lease, which allows for more flexibility on the depreciation terms and visibility and control over the total cost of the vehicle. We also take advantage of the services offered through our fleet management company. These allow us to easily capture the total cost of ownership, benchmark, and be more proactive in our approach to safety and cost savings. The mission of our fleet strategy closely aligns with our company's core values: trust in people, total service commitment, and sustained profitability. To fulfill our mission, we must provide a safe, reliable, and cost-effective tool for our drivers, with ease of access to fuel, maintenance, and collision services, so that they can focus on doing their jobs the best way that they can. The building blocks of our fleet strategy include safety. There is no job so important and no service so urgent that we cannot take the time to perform our work safely and correctly. We have a responsibility to our employees, their families, our customers, and the motoring public. From the selection of the vehicle to the monitoring of driver behavior, we must keep safety at the forefront. Service is the action of helping or doing work for someone. The management of the fleet touches and affects not only the driver, but the company field operations, safety, risk, and financial departments, plus supplier relations. Therefore, it is vital that the fleet department work in cooperation with these other departments and suppliers to keep the vehicle and driver on the road doing their job for our customers. Our suppliers must also have the same level of commitment to provide those goods and services needed to run the program well. From cradle to grave, the ongoing task of the fleet manager is to find a better product and services at the lowest cost option available, develop efficiencies to save time, and improve the areas of cost avoidance. It's vital to have supplier partners that can work together with you to obtain your goals. When sourcing, we do try to reduce the number of suppliers that provide the goods and services we require. We've been able to negotiate global frame agreements with our OEM and our fleet management company. Having a global frame agreement allows for more standardization and data-driven decisions. In the area of cost controls, KPIs, and results, it's all about the data. You can't measure what you don't know. To be proactive, having the data allows you to respond to trends, develop new, or change existing strategies. Some of the key KPIs for us are safety and savings driven. For instance, the installation of telematics allows us to monitor and train on safe driving practices, which in turn lowers our risk of severe collisions and the costs associated with those. What would I do differently if I could? Communicate more. I tend to get stuck in the weeds. While it is equally important to audit invoices, answer driver questions, work with the supplier to implement a product or service, you need to share your goals, progress, and ideas with your drivers, colleagues, and management, and get their feedback as well. Our company, as many others, take our environmental responsibility seriously. We have a global initiative to reduce our total CO2 emissions by 30% by 2025. As we move towards that goal, we're exploring our options, beginning with downsizing our vehicles and programming our existing vehicles to be more fuel efficient. The future appears to be in EVs, but unfortunately for the type of work we do, the payload and range are just not there yet. However, we are open and ready to make that change once the right solution is provided. And in the meantime, we will continue to work on other ways that we can reduce our fuel consumption. We've already made good strides towards safety and efficiency by installing GPS monitoring in our vehicles. It provides actionable data that is already changing driver behaviors, but we would like to continue to build upon that program. Mobility is the ability to move or be moved freely and easily, but I like some of the similar words in relation to fleet. They are adaptability, flexibility, and versatility. If there is anything that I've learned over my years in fleet, is that you must be willing to change. Fleet is not stagnant, it moves daily, and the fleet manager must adjust and steer the fleet through those changes. The future is bright. Technology is changing rapidly, providing more safety features and data-driven opportunities. Electric vehicles, leading to zero emissions, are on the way. However, the fundamentals of a good fleet strategy remain constant. Control or reduce cost and deliver a safe and sustainable fleet program. There is simply too much to say about fleet. It is complex with many challenges. However, I love it. I have met so many great people that have helped me along the way, and my day is never boring. North American culture is one of independence and freedom of choice. However, like my colleagues around the world, we are all working towards a common goal of having a well-run fleet. Thank you for your time today, and stay safe.
Thank you, Rachel Johnson from Konecranes Lifting Businesses, for this very inspiring case study.